Hey, Lauren, aka Moses here. How you doing today? This evening, this morning, whatever time of the day it is for you. I hope it's going well for you. The reason that I'm stopping by to speak with you is because I wonder how many people think that 2021 is going to be much better than 2020. I'm, I'm pretty sure we're all kind of praying that 2021 is going to be a lot better. But is it? Uh, you know, we're into January. Looks like COVID's still around. Looks like it probably is going to be around for a few more months. Maybe going to be with us all of 2021, which of course allows us an opportunity. And I know a lot of people are not sure that it really is with COVID an opportunity, but it is. You know, with everything that goes bad, there is also an opportunity for something better to come along. Now, I will say this 2021, even if COVID went away and we got back to, what I guess what you'd call normal, I'm not sure that 2021 is going to be any different for roughly around 90 to 96% of the population. And the reason that I say that is because statistics prove that roughly 96% of our population doesn't change attitudes or positions or opportunities from one year to the next. In fact, we seem to get stuck in a groove. Now, when we say a groove, I remember back in the day when being groovy meant one thing. Being stuck in a groove means basically you're going to rut. And you have developed a very deep comfort zone. Now, comfort zones, the reason they're called that is because we don't change. We don't improve. Now, let me qualify this. A lot of people have and are living great lives. They're very happy. They're prosperous. They look around them. They have no reason to complain. In fact, they're in a position that they can help others, both with wisdom and with money. But how did they get to that point? And how do we get that 96%? The person who doesn't change, struggles from month to month to make a buck, to have a living. In fact, a lot of times they end up with 2 or 3 jobs. Now, if you had 2 or 3 jobs, and let's say that each job you were only required to spend 2 or 3 days a week, and you're only required to spend 3 or 4 hours at that job, which means that you are getting minimum wage, if that. How do people survive on that? And I'm only asking the question, how do you survive on minimum wage, working 3 jobs, and sometimes they're married and have children, and both of the parents are working, paying a babysitter, or the school is babysitting them during school hours. Of course, this year that's been kind of a challenge. There have been an awful lot of parents that have been homeschooling because of COVID and the kids not being able to go to school. But to my point, how do you survive that? And even more, why do you survive that? Now, I know you're looking at me and you're saying, well, why should I listen to that old guy? He doesn't know what's going on. Well, you might be right, but you also might be wrong. You see, this old guy has gone through everything you're going through right now. Raising kids, both parents working, all of this stuff. So I'm speaking from experience. I'm also telling you that you can do something about it. But will you? Will you actually do something to change the situation that you're in? Will you? Again, I'm just asking. Because you know what? Nobody can make a decision for you to do that except you. Now, are you happy with where your life is right now? Would extra money, would an additional money, would building a business of your own on the internet so that you can eliminate the babysitters and both of you having to work? Or if it's just you're by yourself and you have no kids, is it worth all of your time to be working to try to survive from month to month? And what happens if you have a real problem? What if you get COVID? What if you don't have insurance? These are the daily questions that everybody faces, and yet a lot of people won't do anything about it. You know, instead of investing $400 or $500 in their own education, in their own ability to find a better occupation, they'll spend it on an Xbox. And then they'll sit on the couch and they'll play games. If that's you, stop. That's no way to have your life. You know what? Really, that's not the way to live your life. But, and I'm not going to, excuse me, I'll stop. The reason that I wanted to talk to you and about whether 2021 is going to be any better than 2020 was is going to depend on you. Now, if you had the opportunity, if you were presented with this opportunity to change your life, to change your mindset, to actually earn not hundreds of dollars a month or, even $2,000 or $3,000 a month. What if you had the opportunity to make $2,000 or $3,000 a week? What would that do for your life? What would an extra even $500 a week do for your life? What kind of job would you have to go get to add another $500 to the income? Well, all I can say is there is that opportunity, not only for you to build a future right now, but to build a legacy and take the opportunity to build your future right now, not tomorrow, not in a year, but now. Drop an info in the box below in the conversations, and I will get back to you with a direct message explaining briefly what this is about, because, and hey, I'll tell you up front, okay? It's about selling, but selling is, everybody sells every day of their lives. And one of these times I'll take the time to explain all the things that you spend your time selling. But again, this is about whether you want to change your life, whether you're happy with where you are, both financially and freedom, the ability to go and do things as you want to do, or are you going to stay where you are? Choice is yours. Drop that info in the comments below. I'll get you the information. It will change your life if you have made a decision that you want to change your life. I can't change it for you, and nobody else can. You're going to have to do it. Don't depend on others. Depend on yourself. Lauren, aka Moses. God bless you. We'll see you in the future.